Have you ever noticed how negative thoughts can take over your mind and disrupt your life? They make us doubt ourselves, exaggerate problems, and feel worse than we actually are. But there's a way to stop this. I'll show you how the technique of cognitive restructuring can help you take control of your thoughts and get rid of negative thinking. The first step is to notice negative thoughts. They often arise automatically and go unnoticed. Pause for a moment and think, what thought is bothering you the most right now? It could be something like, I'm not worthy of success because I always do everything wrong. Negative thoughts affect our mood, behavior, and even physical condition. When we don't recognize them, they can become a habitual thinking pattern that increases stress, lowers self-esteem, and prevents us from acting effectively. You come home after a hard day and feel sad. Instead of just suppressing these emotions, try asking yourself, what happened today? I made a mistake in the report. What do I think about this? I always do everything wrong. Noticing and working with negative thoughts is important because they directly impact your emotions, behavior, and self-esteem. By changing this thought to a realistic one, you can reduce anxiety, stop self-criticism, and make decisions that work in your favor. After recognizing a negative thought, it's important to analyze the situation that triggered it. Usually, we accept thoughts as absolute truth without considering that they might be just our interpretation of an event. To understand this, you need to pause and think carefully. What exactly happened that caused this thought? For example, if you think, I'm not worthy of success, it might stem from a minor mistake in planning or unexpected criticism. Analyzing the situation helps separate the objective fact, what actually happened, from your interpretation, emotional reaction, forming the basis for the next step, evaluating evidence. Evaluating evidence helps assess whether a negative thought is realistic. These thoughts often appear automatically and emotionally, and we accept them as fact, but they might be distorted. Start by asking yourself, are there real reasons to believe this thought is true? For example, if you think, I always do everything wrong, try to find examples that support this. Maybe you did make a few mistakes at work, but have all your actions always been unsuccessful? Or is this an exaggeration? Then focus on evidence that disproves this thought. This could be experiences where you successfully completed tasks, positive feedback from others, or situations where you performed well. For example, you might recall that your colleagues have praised your ideas, or that you successfully completed an important project. This process breaks the cycle of automatic self-critical thinking. When you see that your thought isn't entirely true, it reduces its impact on your emotions. You begin to think more realistically and feel more in control of the situation. Now, replace the negative thought with a more realistic one. Formulating an alternative thought starts with realizing that the negative thought like, I always do everything wrong, is exaggerated and absolute. This statement includes words like always and everything, making the thought absolute, even though situations are rarely black and white. Such statements are cognitive distortions. To replace this thought, return to the evidence you gathered earlier. Remembering times when you handled tasks successfully shows that your achievements contradict this statement. For example, even if you made a mistake in one project, it doesn't mean you always do everything wrong. Now formulate a more realistic thought. Instead of, "I always do everything wrong," you can say, "Yes, I made a mistake in this case, but it's just one situation. In the past, I've successfully completed many projects, and this mistake doesn't define my abilities. I can use this experience to improve my results in the future." This thought is balanced. It acknowledges your mistake, but also highlights that it's an isolated event that doesn't reflect your overall abilities. The alternative thought not only reduces the impact of negative thinking, but also gives you the feeling that you can learn from your mistakes and keep moving forward. The cognitive restructuring technique is a simple yet powerful tool for stopping negative thoughts. Use it whenever you feel your mind is filled with doubts or self-criticism. If you liked this, subscribe to the channel and share your experience in the comments. Together, we'll make your thinking more positive.